So I was just in New York, man. You ever been there? They had a big gay parade going on down there. You ever seen one of these? I never been to one, you know, but I like parades, you know. I love a parade. So I go to the parade, and turns out it's just a bunch of gay guys. Hell of a parade that is, huh? Imagine that on the TV, you know, you got Willard Scott and Faith Daniels. Okay, here's a big parade here. Here we go. It's a bunch of gay guys. Look at there. And here comes some more gay guys there, and there's a bunch more gay guys there. Well, hell of a parade this turned out to be here. But what are you going to do? I wish all gay guys come out of the closet so you know who's gay, nobody cares, everybody just lives together, you know. What I don't like is when you don't know, everybody's suspecting you. You know, especially if you're a guy, you know, no matter who you are, if you're a guy, you know, your buddies are behind your back there, you know. Gee, I haven't seen Fred with a woman for a few days. Well, yeah, now you mention it. He asked me to go swimming with him. Oh, Fred's gay! Come on, let's go tell everybody. Fred's gay over there. What are you going to do, man? Actually, I was reading this book. They said every guy, at some point in his life, questions his sexuality. Like, wonders if maybe they're a big gay themselves, you know? Like, you ever have a moment like that where you wonder maybe you're gay? You know, like maybe you'd be watching the TV there, you know? Geez, that William Shatner's a pretty good-looking guy. Hey, wait a minute, I'm a guy now that I think about it here. Let me see, I'm a guy, William Shatner's a guy. Carry the 3, and then that goes over there. And what the hell kind of what the deuce? Who knows, though, huh? Actually, I was reading this book. Get this. They said every guy has something. Get this. This is a different thing. Just about to say the same joke I just said. No, this is a completely different joke. But I was reading the same book. I read a lot of gay literature for some reason. Just to shake up my dad a little, you know? But I was reading this other thing in this other book. It said that if you're afraid of homosexuals, it means that deep down inside, you're actually a homosexual yourself. And that kind of worries me, you know, because I'm afraid of dogs. You know, I don't like... Lately, I've had a hankering to drink out of the toilet bowl. You know, that's the funny part there. Yesterday, I sniffed a girl's butt out in the street there, you know. It has nothing to do with the joke, but I thought I'd get it off my chest, you know.
God bless gay guys. I know a lot of them. They're all good guys, you know. Funny guys. One time I was like, you ever see a gay pride parade? That's taking a little too far to me. Being proud or something like that. Because, yeah, that's just what you are, man. You're gay. How can you be proud of that? You know what I mean? That's like saying, hey, man, I'm proud of being in English. God damn. I gotta tell you something. I speak English. I can't tell you. My heart wells with pride about that, man. I talk English every goddamn day. I don't get that, man. I can be proud of that. I went to a gay pride parade, man. I seen a guy, they have the parents of the gay guys, you know. God bless them, man. Because some of these guys, and they hold these banners, say, I'm proud of my gay son, you know. Some of these motherfucking guys, you know, you can tell they were in the war and shit, you know. They never thought they'd come with a banner saying, I'm proud of my gay son. You know, the mothers are nice, the guys are like, kind of proud of them, I guess. But seriously, are they actually, you know, bragging about their son being gay? Or they down at work, hey, Billy, man, I gotta tell you something about Jimmy. God damn, we're so proud of him. He graduated Harvard last year, first in the class. God damn smart kid, man. He's articling now, you know, over in the Cambridge area. Oh, my God, next year he should be a full partner. Oh, hey, did I mention he sucks cock? Oh, yeah. Oh, man, this guy loves cock in his mouth, his ass. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I got a picture of him here. Yeah, here's the guy with 5 cocks in his mouth. Right there. God damn, that guy. I don't know how he does it, but I am just so proud of that picture. That's the picture I'm most proud of. him blowing 5 dudes. God bless gay guys.
Wanna get da 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 and get this fixed. Come just da 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 da. Just touch my move to the groove now, baby. Feel the rhythm in your bones. Let me see you shake your body, baby. Let me see you moving nice and slow.
I don't know how everyone else felt here, but Norm was sick for quite a while, and he got sicker, and I didn't know, and I talked to so many people who I was sure knew. I thought maybe I'm the only one that doesn't know, and so many people, he didn't want anybody to know.
I didn't know.
But I remembered when he went, everybody in the community we all thought we were the only one that didn't know, and we were so upset that we didn't get a chance to tell him what he meant to us. And then I very quickly realized he would not have tolerated that. He didn't want it. He didn't want any of us to tell him.
He'd get grossed
out. He'd get very unhappy.
Treat him different or laugh at his jokes.
Yeah.
I'm sick of these kind of characters. I think we should kill Hitler. Me and you, go suicide, kill him.
Right. It was like he died 50 years ago, probably.
Did he? I didn't even know he was sick.
Did want to bring up Norm Macdonald first, if you don't mind, and your thoughts on somebody who I'm sure you've known for quite some time.
Well, I didn't know he was sick at all. It's sad.
And one of the guys who loved him and always had him on the show, is a huge fan, is Jay Leno. And Jay's with us. Jay, how are you, sir?
Good. I mean...
Horrible. I didn't even know he was sick. Were you aware
it's so
of that?
sudden.
No, I didn't know he was sick. You know, he kept it all inside.
Yeah.
And, you know, he was a private person.
And I had a really tough reaction to this one. I didn't have no idea he was even sick.
This guy is my favorite stand-up, and I was shocked. I didn't know he was even sick.
For obvious reasons, we lost Norm Macdonald this week, which was just, I had no idea that he was even sick.
Did you know he was sick?
No.
Absolutely stunned. Had no idea that Norm had not only been very ill, but been very ill for a very long time. None of us had any idea.
I'm used to say goodbye, nothing new to me. Baby, I'm trying to survive, and I know that you believe in a world with happy endings. So tired of pretending.
Joke after his death, it'd be something along the lines of, I was relieved to find out that I died of cancer and not that O.J. Simpson killed me.
Yep.
I think it would be kind of like the epitome of an afterlife joke from Norm there.
F. Lee Bailey said this week that if the defense only knew what Ron Goldman's last words were, they might be able to find the real killer. You know, if you ask me, Goldman's last words were probably, hey, you're O.J. Simpson.
This is a fun story. I'll give you this. I don't think I've ever told this one. I was writing like bad sketch jokes my first year in LA with a friend of mine at the Coffee Bean. I don't even think it's there anymore, across from the mall. And it's late and they're about to close down. And in walks Norm Macdonald. And the girl says to me, who I'm writing with, this girl that I worked with at a production company, she says to me, she goes, "Oh yeah, you know who that is, right?" And I go, "Holy fuck, holy shit." And she goes, "That's the Bob Dole guy." I go, "The Bob Dole guy?"
I would have ripped her eyes out.
Hi, I'm Bob Dole. And pipe down, you damn hoodlum.
I mean, I was like, it's fucking Norm Macdonald. And she's like, "No, I know, I forgot his name." I was like,
oh,
what?
God.
So we sit there and I'm kind of fanboying out and I'm just kind of, not trying to face him, and he's ordering coffee and I keep kind of looking over just to because you just want to get a glimpse, because when you're up 22, I just moved to LA. I was like, fuck, holy shit, it's Norm Macdonald. He comes in there where the coffee is. He looks over. She's a pretty girl, okay? And obviously doesn't see me at all, doesn't know I exist. And he's kind of trying to talk her up a little bit. He's like, what are you guys doing? And she goes, "Oh, we're writing sketches. And he goes, oh, yeah, I know a thing or two about sketches. And both of us were like, yeah, no, we know. Like, and I started stumbling. I'm like, no, I was a fan of your sketches, you know. And he goes, oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go next door. I'm gonna get a Steinbeck novel. Barnes & Noble. There used to be a Barnes & Noble. He goes, I'm going to get a Steinbeck novel. I'm laughing, thinking he's just making jokes. And he goes, I'll be back, okay? I'll be back. And he walks out, and I'm like, whoa, how fucking cool was that? Hand to God. He comes back in with a Steinbeck novel and sits down by us and just starts talking.
Oh, my God.
I swear on my life.
Oh, my God.
It was almost like you started a Norm engine, and he just wanted to talk. So he just started talking and talking and talking and telling stories. And I shouldn't tell it, like, I don't want to fuck it up, but the best story he told, I said, what was your most, like, secret fun thing that happened at SNL that, like, you know, like, what was some inside shit? And he goes, Smigel and I, Robert Smigel. If you don't know who Robert Smigel is, he's Triumph the Insult Comic Dog.
Mr. Rickles, this may be presumptuous on my part, but I would be so honored. May I sniff your butt?
He goes, Smigel and I, we used to write sketches for Tracy, because we knew Tracy Morgan. We knew Tracy, you know, he was bad in table reads. He couldn't read for shit. You know, he's a fucking stumble through words, you know. So one time we wrote this sketch that we knew was going to tank. Lauren hated it. And we showed it to Tracy anyway, because we knew he had trouble reading. He had someone helping him read. He had bad time with S's. So we wrote this sketch about this guy who's like a gay animal handler named Brian Fellows. Do you remember that sketch?
Yeah.
Brian Fellows?
Brian Fellows spent 4 years in Thailand as a volunteer for and later director of the Southeast Asian Animal Rescue Project. He subsequently served as director of animal operations at the San Diego Zoo and undersecretary of the Interior for Wildlife Management.
Brian Fellows, Brian Fellows, Brian Fellows, Safari Planet.
And he goes, yeah, if you look, the best part for us was it was Brian Fellows, apostrophe S, Safari Planet. It was 3 S's in a row is the sketch that we pitched. So in the room, even though the sketch was bad, we knew Tracy would go, Brian Fellows, this is Brian Fellows.
I'm Brian Fellow! Yes, I'm well aware, and I didn't mean to insinuate anything by that. I apologize.
Oh, that's okay. Let me tell you, I once saw a video of a monkey washing a cat. That's crazy!
Okay. All right, this is nuts. You have clearly overstated your credentials.
I'm Brian
wasting
Fellow.
my time here.
I'm Brian
out,
Fellow. Good, go. And take that monster with you and tell him to stop smiling at me.
And Norm goes, he goes, that is the funniest thing. We used to fuck with Tracy all the time. And dude, I was like, my heart was filled with comedy warmth.
Yeah.
This is the most wild part. Again, I don't believe that this happened. To myself, I'm going, this is a lie. You're making this up.
Right.
But she's my proof. We walk out when they finally close the doors. After they're like, Mr. Macdonald, you can stay. You know, the coffee bean kids are sitting just listening. We all walk outside, and he starts taking off, kind of headed north on La Cienega. And as a joke, my friend goes, do you want to ride? Are you walking? And he goes, no, I don't want to get in the car with you. And we start laughing, and he goes, okay, shotgun. And he comes and runs, sits in the front seat.
No.
I swear to God on my life.
Oh, my God.
Her car. I'm sitting in the back seat, and he's showing us where to go, and we drop him off at his house, and at this complex. And he gets out, and he kind of opens the door, and we didn't say anything the whole car ride.
Right.
We just listened to him going, left here, right here. And he gets out, and he turns and looks in the car, and all he said, he just goes, good luck, or whatever, and closes the door.
Wow.
Yeah. That was my Norm Macdonald moment in comedy. But because he was one of those guys that I was like, when he did Weekend Update, I was like, that's the funniest guy to read.
He was the best at that.
Yeah, because
I don't find it funny. He was the only person that I found funny in that position.
He didn't care. The jokes were him making a joke about the joke.
Right. I think that's
how
what it was.
funny it was.
Yeah.
And after I saw him do that, I thought that's the guy that can write jokes better than anybody that I didn't know anyone that could write a joke like that, where it's like, it's really clever, it's funny, but he throws it in the trash. Do you know what I mean? It's like he wrote it, he's like, ha ha, and throws it away.
Hey, Norm Macdonald's on the phone. You know I love Norm. And Norm? Yeah?
So, Norm, is it true?
How are you, Norm?
Is it true you've been up drinking all night?
What? Who told you that?
Gary.
Oh, yeah, no, because I had to stay up
Right.
to write, so I decided to drink, but I'm not drunk.
What have you been writing?
What are you writing?
What?
What are you writing?
I have to write... I have to write this movie.
Oh, you're doing a movie?
Sounds like a school project.
Yeah.
I have to write this movie.
What do you got a date to turn it in?
What's your story, man? Like, I mean, someone hired you to write a movie?
Yeah, you know how, comedians, write movies, and then they get to be in them?
Right.
Oh, you're writing your own movie?
Yeah, right.
Oh, like Austin Powers or something.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. Why don't you just do Austin Powers?
That'd be great.
So you started to drink?
What?
You started to drink while you were writing?
What are you drinking?
No, I wasn't. I was just drinking some Fresca.
Fresca.
He likes to drink.
What is in that Fresca?
He drinks a beer and then he urinates in the beer bottle.
Good Lord.
And his whole apartment is filled with beer bottle urination.
No, let's forget about that.
Isn't that true?
No, that's...
Tell the truth. You're the one who told me that.
What?
What?
Somebody told us.
No, he told me that.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought somebody else told us and he confirmed it.
Well, as Late Night with David Letterman inches toward the finale, many actors and comics are coming on to pay their final respects. Norm Macdonald closed out Friday's show by doing 5 minutes of stand-up and then paying a heartfelt tribute to his idol, saying Letterman is the greatest talk show host who ever lived. I have a couple of clips for you. The first clip is Norm fighting through tears, telling one last joke in Dave's honor.
I remember Dave differently because the first time I saw him, I was 13 years old. I was living in...
Just thinking about all those interns Dave had sex with and feeling bad for them.
I went to a talk show they had there, and David Letterman was the stand-up comedian on the show, and I loved stand-up. And David Letterman did this joke that I told everybody this joke. I love this joke. It still stays with me as my favorite stand-up joke ever, so I'd like to do it for you if you'd like to hear it. Because I was on the street the other day and I saw a garbage truck, and on the back of the garbage truck there was a small sign that said, "Please do not follow too closely. Another of life's simple pleasures ruined by a meddling bureaucracy," ladies and gentlemen. You remember the old days when Dad would pile the kids in the station wagon and we'd all go out and follow a garbage truck?
I saw that, and all I could think of is I wasn't thinking about.
Sounds hot.
I wasn't thinking about Dave. I was thinking about Norm.
Mm-hmm.
Norm is perfectly capable of shaving and putting on a little Grecian formula and putting a tie and a suit on and going to New York and doing a really funny, kick-ass 5-minute stand-up comedy set. But then you talk to him about doing podcasts or projects or teaming up or whatever. It's like, Norm can't leave his apartment because if he gets up, he'll kick over a jug of urine and he'll lose his cleaning deposit, and he does not drive. He does not drive himself. Oh, no, he does not. By the way, move to L.A. and then make the proclamation, "I don't drive." And it's like saying, I can't be employed. He should just fucking take ropes and put himself onto the bed like James Caan in Misery.
He doesn't drive?
No, he does not drive. Why? He has a helper person, female, whatever. So it's so insane. And then, people tweet me all the time like, hey, get Norm on, man. You guys are dynamite together. Everyone loves you and Norm together. And I'm like, it would be awesome if he was capable of getting inside of a Volvo and propelling himself in my direction.
Where does he live?
He lives somewhere on the west side, sort of beach city.
Oh, he's in L.A.?
Yeah, he's in L.A.
Okay. All right.
He does not drive.
Well, that can be fixed.
I agree.
Are you taking his beautiful Dave Letterman moment and making it about the fact that you can't get him to do anything with you?
That's exactly what's happening, yeah.
I just see the guy. I'm seeing it because he is so good when he wants to be good. and puts himself together, and it's perfect. And then you see him, and he's got like a gray beard, and he's walking around with Kleenex boxes on for slippers, and it's like, look, just fucking learn, get your driver's license, and come on out.
Yeah, join the rest of us.
It's in
society.
Well, no, I feel like Norm's talent is being wasted in Norm's apartment instead of out with us.
Which I believe now. See, I don't know anything about what Norm's doing. You catch him every now and then on a clip. You catch him. Maybe he calls in somewhere, and I've seen him there. He seems to tweet a lot now, though.
Yes.
He'll tweet.
Guess what you can do from your living room.
He'll watch an entire round of golf, the Masters. He'll tweet every shot. He'll go on long rants. Well, he showed up at the SNL thing.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's the whole thing.
He's capable.
He cleans himself up, he shaves, he puts on a suit, and he goes out and does a really funny stand-up set.
And you wouldn't even need him to clean himself up or a suit. I'm wearing pajamas right now with slippers.
I'm wearing fucking practically pajamas myself. I know. I just, all I'm saying is he is one of the funniest guys on the planet.
Oh,
it would
so
be
funny.
nice if he could, somebody just backhand him and yell, get hold of yourself. And then, give him a shot of vermouth or something and go, let's go. We're going down to fucking DMV.
Maybe that's
we're getting
you.
a license. I think I told him.
That guy sounds hot.
It's either that or Gilbert Godfrey. I can't remember. But I told one of them, I will teach you how to drive.
But you don't need to. If in his position, he can get someone to drive him places. Oh, there's Uber. I love Uber. Oh, you hate Uber?
No, I love it. I just can't. It's impossible.
The answer, yes, is you could get someone to do it.
Has he never
Maybe
driven?
he just has a social phobia that only goes away when he goes to New York for major television farewells and finales.
Was there a driving-related trauma? I don't want to belabor this, but I'm fascinated.
No, there are many people that they're allowed to just announce to the world that they're nuts, essentially. And then they can do whatever idiosyncratic behavior they like, and then everyone just sort of covers for them. They go, Gilbert Godfrey or Norm or whoever. Everyone goes, oh, well, they don't drive.
Well,
but
yeah.
no one ever goes, why the fuck not? I've been driving since I was 15 and a half. It's
That's
no
like
big deal.
Bill Cosby doesn't have sex with women who are awake. That was his thing.
That's his thing.
He
Well, you know
announced
how
it.
it is.
That's
Maybe
the
he
thing.
should have announced it.
He should have.
Yeah, we'd be more forgiving.
Norm Macdonald.
Oh, hey, kid, Chris. What's up?
Dude, I love your show on Netflix. It's so awesome to see you on there and interviewing like all these people and stuff. It's so laid back. It's great.
Yeah, it's fun because I'm getting to interview whoever I want, although that list is running short.
You were always great on Letterman. Did you ever do like Carson?
The first time I ever did the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson with guest host Jay Leno, which wasn't as good as the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. But the guy told me, he said, you're not a Johnny comic, you're more of a Jay comic. I'm like, really? Oh, that sucks. But anyways, Barry Manilow was the other guest, right? So he has these people that follow him around everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
It's all these old ladies and stuff. So the entire crowd was filled with Barry Manilow fans. It was the first time ever doing the show. So right before we were about to go on, Doc Severinsen, the band leader, right?
Yep.
He goes out and he goes, folks, after the break, we'll come back with a comic. It's Barry Manilow's favorite comic. Like he was so nice. And so then I walk out and the crowd applauds for a minute.
Wow.
It didn't even make any sense. And then they just laugh wherever they feel they should. Sometimes it was halfway through a joke. And I was Barry Manilow's favorite comic.
So when you get a call like the Tonight Show saying we want you on there and you're all excited, then they go, it's the night that Jay Leno's hosting. You were bummed out?
Oh, yeah. It was this guy. It was this his name was Jim McCauley, and he booked the Tonight Show. So I got to L.A. I was like, I'm going to be the last guy, the last comic that he anoints,
Yeah.
And I was like doing spots every night, and then saw me after the show, and he goes, well, you're more of a J comic. And I'm like, well, what is that? What does it mean? And what does that mean? He's like, Jay's taking over. I'm like, no, I know, but I'm like, it'd be cool with Johnny. And he's like, well, if Jay, Jay, if you do good with Jay, Johnny will watch, as if Johnny's going to watch, on his day off, like the guy he hates,
Right.
So it was depressing to get the Tonight Show with guest host Jay Leno.
Yeah, I watch, like a Seinfeld show and stuff, and him and like Gary Shandling really get excited about the whole thing about being on Carson, and I guess I understand that whole thing because like for me to go on to go on Stern, to equate it to that as far as radio. Yeah, but
I mean, that's the closest I've ever been, actually. Well, Letterman or Stern.
Right.
Now, I've heard you on Stern. It's great.
Yeah, it's fun. It's great going on there.
You always phone him about something, and he's like, I hear you're getting fired again.
That's awesome that he's heard that.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's. I think that's the only reason why a lot of these comics will do our shows, because they heard me getting fired on Stern.
He is the coolest.
Are you going to do another special?
Yeah, I'm going to do another kind of a different type of special.
What do you mean?
But, well, I haven't quite figured it out yet, but when I do, you'll be the first to know.
Good.
If Norm was going to build his super team of like a comedy tour, who would it be? Who would you have on that tour with you?
Oh, I'd pick Brian Regan.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there'd be three. So it'd be Brian Regan, me, and Chris Bosch.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Oh, yeah. No, he's more of just his face.
Yeah, he looks like a Simpson. Right?
Looks like a velociraptor.
Yeah, he does.
A raptor.
He does.
You know what is funny is the other night I was watching when you had Bob Saget on your show, and I videotaped it with my phone.
He said it to all of us.
Yeah, I said it to all my friends about the part where you guys were doing the joke thing, and you see, whenever you start talking about black weed, Saget gets so uncomfortable. Hilarious.
Saget is funny. If you hang out with Saget, he's so famous because he had those two shows that were so gigantic,
Yeah.
So anyways, everyone recognizes him everywhere he goes.
Everywhere.
All they ever say is, you're Bob Saget. And then he goes, thank you.
Would you have taken those gigs, Norm?
Oh, no, I would not, no. I've done stupid non-accepting things before. Like one time I didn't accept this thing, because I don't know how anything works, and then it was a cartoon, and then it became a really popular cartoon, and then later my manager said, oh, you would have made huge money off that. I'm like, oh, you should have told me. I thought a cartoon was just made no money, But
Norm Macdonald's the greatest, dude. Thanks for coming on again. You're always awesome.
Thanks, man. Peace.
Hey, this occurred to me today. ID, which I had to show it again. There's a strange abbreviation when you think about it. I is short for I. And then D is short for dentification. They could have split that one up a little better, But I watch the TV, I watch the news, make you afraid, the news, Put all these stories on, Iraq, Iran, North Korea, try to scare you, But does it ever really scare you? Like, you ever wake up in the middle of the night, North Korea! That little tiny country across the ocean. I wonder if they'll get me. Plus, didn't MASH settle that like 20 years ago?
That's the great Norm Macdonald here on the Kid Chris Show.
A study on weight loss revealed this week that women who participate in a weekly diet program lost 50% more weight, snacked less, and bought more fruits and vegetables than women in general. Which just goes to prove my new theory: Richard Simmons is gay. After numerous requests, the National Institute of Health has finally granted funds to the University of New Mexico in order to test mice for the deadly hantavirus. Although I'm sure the government would have acted a lot sooner if instead of mice, the hantavirus was killing off rich white guys. An outbreak of the deadly canine parvovirus has led to the local Humane Society killing many of its dogs. Gee, I wonder if the Humane Society would kill off victims of canine parvo if instead of dogs, they were rich old white guys. Increased hunting will be necessary to control the state's black bear population. Gee, I wonder if hunting would be the answer if instead of overpopulation of black bears, there were an overpopulation of rich old white men. Yeah. According to the EPA, it will cost an estimated $295 million to clean up toxic waste at the former Lockheed Martin military aircraft plant in California. The cause of the toxic waste? You guessed it, Frank Stallone. In Princess Anne, Maryland, state health officials have discovered what caused the mysterious death of 200,000 fish at a Somerset County fish farm. The culprit? You guessed it, Frank Stallone. In economic news, unemployment figures rose slightly for the month of October, with declines in the Dow Jones and NASDAQ. The reason for the sudden downturn? You guessed it, Frank Stallone. Entertainment Weekly's list of the 101 most powerful people in show business is out. At number 1, Fox CEO Robert Murdoch. And at number 2, you guessed it, Frank Stallone. And finally, the number 1 selling doll this Christmas is Tickle Me Elmo. And the least popular selling doll? You guessed it, Tickle Me Frank Stallone. And the British Sunday Times is reporting that Belgian doctors have accidentally cloned a human being. The human being? You guessed it, Frank Stallone. Recent photos sent from the Galileo space probe orbiting Jupiter's moon Europa suggests that it meets the conditions necessary to support a primitive life form. Just what kind of life form? You guessed it, Frank Stallone. And finally, the votes are in. And Entertainment Weekly has chosen its funniest man alive. And who is the funniest man alive? You guessed it, Frank Stallone. Congratulations, Frank Stallone. Across the Great Plains, harsh weather and hungry boll weevils are the cause of one of the worst cotton harvests in years. Or so the Germans would have us believe. Last Sunday's National Hockey League game between the Buffalo Sabres and the Tampa Bay Lightning was postponed due to record snowfall in Buffalo. Or so the Germans would have us believe. This year's lack of snow in Alaska could help generate a surplus of moose next year because deep snow makes it harder for moose to search for food, which leaves them more vulnerable to wolves. Or so the Germans would have us believe. In Fort Pierce, Florida, many Bell South customers will no longer pay long-distance phone rates for nearby calls, but will instead be charged with a flat rate of 25 cents. Or so the Germans would have us believe. In Little Rock, Arkansas, a consumer group is proceeding with a petition drive to get a proposal on the November ballot that would exempt food from state sales tax. Or so the Germans would have us believe. In St. Louis, archaeologists will use special radar on nearby landfills in an effort to find the 70-foot axle from a Ferris wheel, which was the centerpiece of the 1904 World's Fair. Or so the Germans would have us believe. Last year, German shepherds were rated the nation's most effective police dogs by far, sniffing out more than $100 million worth of illegal drugs. Or so the German shepherds would have us believe. A technical glitch of some sort there. Well, David Hasselhoff is a huge rock star in Germany, where his latest album sold 5 million copies this week, which once again proves my theory: Germans love David Hasselhoff. Well, David Hasselhoff is a huge star in Germany, where his series Baywatch celebrated its 100th straight week as the nation's top TV show, which once again proves my old theory: Germans love David Hasselhoff. Well, David Hasselhoff is a huge star in Germany, where his syndicated series Knight Rider places a consistent second behind Baywatch in the ratings, which once again proves my old theory: Germans love David Hasselhoff. Helmut Kohl was elected to his 4th term as Germany's chancellor this week. Experts say Mr. Kohl's success was guaranteed after he won the backing of singing sensation David Hasselhoff. Which once again proves my old theory: Germans love David Hasselhoff. The cast of Baywatch made a special appearance at Disney World in Florida, where they were mobbed by adoring fans, which proves my new theory: German tourists love David Hasselhoff. Fergie, the Duchess of York, turned down a guest appearance on the hit show Baywatch. Now, my research has uncovered that Fergie is actually British, not German, which, while not proving, certainly does nothing to disprove my time-tested theory: Germans love David Hasselhoff. Finally, reports out of Germany continue to indicate that David Hasselhoff is a major recording star in that country, where his concerts routinely sell out and his albums turn platinum, which once again proves my old theory: Germans love David Hasselhoff.
Germans love me.
Which once again proves my theory: Germans love David Hasselhoff. And that's the news. See you next time. Thank you, David.
I watch old TV shows.
Yeah.
And it was the first Kojak. You remember Kojak?
Telly Savalas.
Telly Savalas.
With the lollipop.
Yeah, he had the lollipop going. So for the pilot, it was Crocker's first day. You know, Kevin Dobson played Crocker.
Sure, Crocker.
So he was just out of police academy. Green. They kept saying how green he was. Kojak had been around a long time. He knew everything. So he's, you know, has this green kid, and he doesn't know if he wants to be working with him. So what was happening was prostitutes were being murdered.
Oh, my.
He goes, go down and try to get some information from the prostitute's mother. So a little while later, Crocker comes back. I talked to her mother. She wasn't a prostitute at all. She was a good girl. Yeah. So Kojak's seen it all, right? So he takes this lollipop. He goes, yep, she was a good girl. Mama's apple pie. The 4th of July. She was a hooker! Crocker was too green to see it, you know?
You told me that we should go our separate ways, but now
I'm not afraid of everything. I'm afraid of very few things.
Like what?
Illness, death.
Yeah. How'd you get peace of mind out of the other shit?
Well, when I was this is a weird thing that happened to me when I was young.
Yeah.
I don't know if this means anything.
Let's try it.
I remember it, but it was a moment I had that was it wasn't religious or
epinephic or anything, but it transformed me to some degree. Is that I was fucking so afraid of everything, and if I went to a store, I'd have to walk around forever before I could even face a person in the store to buy a pack of gum. I don't know why the fuck I was like this.
Yeah.
But anyways, when I was 9, there was we lived in rural Ontario, and there was a blind friend of my dad's that I had to. He said, "Take him to the store." I was like, what the fuck? Like, I have to take this blind fucker? And I'm already shy and shit. So I'm taking him to the store, and then the fucker wants me to explain everything, describe everything to him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's some grass over here, and now there's a lamppost, and this guy's all happy. Oh, what about the lamppost? I mean, it's just a lamppost.
Yeah.
So it goes on and on, but something happened to me it sounds bizarre, but something happened to me where I was actually, instead of always looking inward, which I think I'd always done before that one time, I was looking outward. Anyways, while I was talking to him, I suddenly had a sort of a hysteria, like I was laughing. I started laughing and stuff. And I don't even know why I'm remembering this, but I started laughing about everything. And everything seemed like very, very funny to me. And then a couple of weeks later, I saw a homeless guy, and he was talking about, he started talking to me.
Yeah.
And he was talking to me about John D. Rockefeller. He's like, I was at John D. Rockefeller's funeral.
Yeah.
And all this shit.
Yeah.
And I was laughing at him and shit. And then he started laughing. And I was like, it's all fucking crazy shit. Like, something came to me.
Yeah.
Where I started, and so now I find everything funny except like fucking real serious. Like, I'm no fear of going on stage or anything, but death and shit.
Right.
And so, but the other thing but the problem with laughing is I will get, it will build to a hysteria sometimes that I have to crank a couple of benzos to prevent a panic attack.
Really?
Yeah, I can get
You
panic
can laugh
attacks.
yourself into an anxiety attack?
Absolutely, yeah. I start laughing and then it gets out of control, like hysterical. It's and I still have extreme sensitivity to things.
I always go by eyes.
Again,
I always go by eyes.
You should.
And it's
What if someone's blind,
It's not
though?
sexual. It's not only sexual.
What if someone's blind?
My dad knew a blind man, and my dad was in the war. He was a double generation older than I. He had me when he was 50, so he was in.
That explains a lot.
He was in the great one, and all his friends were old.
Right.
And so.
Wayne Gretzky?
He had a
That's a good joke.
So he had a blind friend, and he come over, and my dad said, "Do you want a Coke, Elmer? RC Cola." Oh, goddamn. We don't got no RC Cola. We got Coca-Cola, the gold standard.
Right.
And this blind bastard wants an RC. So go down to Avonmore, pick up an RC. That's a 1.5 mile walk.
Right.
So I walk with this blind son of a bitch. And he says to me, he wants me to describe everything. So I said, okay, well, on the left there's some cows lowing, and, there's a fence. He goes, is it like a wood that's near petrified? I said, yes, it is. And how big is it? 3 feet. I said, John Neil Margerison used to own this land. He said, I don't want to hear that. He says, just tell me what is. And so all of a sudden, I saw things as they were. I was very young, but I'll never forget that. Because I had to see, for this blind man, I had to see and describe not my opinions.
Right.
So when I went by John Neil Margerison's house a half a quarter later,
right,
I didn't mention John Neil or anything. I just described the house,
right,
because that's all he wanted to see. And then I began to realize that life is what is, not what you think it is, or not even what it appears to be sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you would agree that your life or my life is just a series of facts, a series of incidents. It's not what you dream or hope or believe. It's what you do.
I would say the exact opposite.
What do you think it is?
First of all, you mean to tell me this does not end with we suddenly realize, why the hell are we getting this blind man a different brand? That's not the punchline?
Oh, no, there's no punchline.
Oh, my God. I thought I was being... Didn't you see a million miles away?
1,000%.
Why are we getting a different brand Coke for a blind man? That's not where we're going.
Well, he didn't. His sense of taste was expanded. What? He doesn't drink it through his eyes.
I guarantee you could fool a blind person with an off-brand Coke.
A blind man felt Princess Diana's face last week and said she is the prettiest woman I've ever seen. He then picked up a toilet plunger and said, "Thank you for this royal scepter. I shall treasure it always."
I hate fake humility.
The idea of like somebody being good for the cause or the resistance or whatever. First of all, that's meaningless. The fucking, you know, you got to go back and look at all that Norm Macdonald shit. You know that interview Norm Macdonald did where he was like, "Oh yeah, everybody thought Hitler was hilarious prior to him running the power, you know, or like getting into power. There was comics about him, and everyone thought he was a big joke. And then he did the Holocaust. So there goes your notion of comedy being powerful."
Yeah, that's
like,
the one where he's like,
Norm rules.
If you
man.
tell
He
me
gets
one,
everything right.
if you tell me one socially relevant joke that's funny, I'll give you $1 million.
Norm fucking rocks.
And they're like, what about all this identity-based comedy like Aziz and Amy Schumer? He's like, yeah, everyone expects comedians to be modern-day philosophers, which I think is really insulting to modern-day philosophers.
Yes, people go to school and study philosophy.
He's like, you're not a philosopher because you try to fuck waitresses.
I know, man. Norm fucking rocks.
He's the best.
Have you
man.
seen the new special? I haven't finished all of it.
I haven't seen it, but I heard it's good.
It was good.
And they dropped retard like 4 or 5 times in the article.
That was, by the way, that was the funniest part of Norm Macdonald getting in trouble for whatever.
Is in the apology.
In the apology, it's like, you'd have to be someone with Down syndrome not to feel sorry for victims.
Real bad sexual abuse.
I do too.
Rape, everything.
Yes.
And they go through.
Destroys their
it destroys their life. They're never the same.
Oh, of course
their whole bodies shake at the thought of it. Some of them even black out when they think about this thing. It's horrible. So
I know that. And of course, you know, you'd have to have Down syndrome.
Not to know that.
That's my new word.
Down syndrome. Right. That's a good word.
You'd have to have Down syndrome to not feel sorry for, you know, of course Me Too is what you want for your daughters. You know what I mean? And
he is our guy. He's a champion. He is our guy. He's a fucking champion.
He's the best stand-up in the
once
world.
the smoke clears from all of this shit and it's okay to rape girls again, they should build a statue for Norm Macdonald.
Well, he didn't rape anyone.
I know he didn't rape anyone, but
he's
to say
actually
that,
like you. He's like anti-horny.
Of course, but he's like that.
Nah, he's horny. He's just ashamed of it, like Nick.
No, to do that in apology is masterful.
It really is.
Yeah. Because he knows exactly.
He knows what he's doing.
I think he's kind of removed enough from society. I had a long conversation with my friend Max about this, but yeah.
Well, if you had a conversation with Max.
We don't have to talk about it.
I didn't realize Max already settled.
Max weighed in.
Yeah, we can talk to Max about it. We bring Max on the pod.
This motherfucker said like he literally talked to Norm.
No. Yeah, no, we already had a long time. Me and Max
we talked about it.
Me and my landlord already figured this out.
Me and my landlord. No, his mom is my landlord.
Anyway, well, at least you guys got to the bottom of it.
No, we randomly talked about it for 40 minutes, and he's like, "Oh, that's so calculated." Like Norm knows that that's going to piss people off, and his fans are going to think it's hilarious,
But it did piss people off, and his fans
did think it was hilarious.
Vis-a-vis me,
and
Stavros.
He's the best.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
he's the best.
To throw that in his apology.
That's my new word, Down syndrome.
That's my new word.
I'm going to start using that.
What an apology. Unbelievable.
And then he had a third apology.
Did he?
I think he fucked up again.
That rule.
Yeah. He should just see how much he could fuck up, because who gives a shit, right?
Well, part of the interview, the first interview, made me think that maybe he wasn't doing bits and he is kind of removed from society. Like when
Yeah.
he said that he doesn't know racism, he didn't know racism existed until he saw the new Sacha Baron Cohen show.
I love Norm,
Which was
but I
like,
also do
okay.
think he is out of touch as hell.
Yeah, I mean, he's in comedy clubs 250 nights a year. He's like constantly, like or gambling.
Also, the thing about Norm Macdonald, like I read his book, and even though it's like a fictionalized thing, it's like that motherfucker like grew up in a farm in like in
Canada.
rural ass
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah.
Like his life is close. His childhood is closer to like the Great Depression than like living in modern
Well,
society.
I think some of that was like hammed up for.
I know it was, but
Yeah,
still, I mean, I don't think it's literal. But he did grow up in like
His book is
rural
so
Canada in
fucking
like
good.
the what 40s, 50s. Like how old is he?
I don't know.
What if it comes out too?
No, later than that.
This Norm Macdonald is threatening Seth Simons on the.
What does he say?
So Seth Simons goes same energy, and he posted a picture of the Joker and Donald Trump, which is like,
Oh my God! You
You
fucking loser!
And fucking Norm Macdonald wrote, "Hey, you fucking piece of shit. It's you that's the Joker, a failed stand-up that kills someone who got a TV show. I cannot wait to meet you, and I will."
Damn, dude.
That's so sick.
That is awesome. Norm's just like, fuck you, bitch. Fuck.
Is it really my fault? 'Cause you try to hit me with your pity till I can't trust, but I still push on. Got me changing my ways, trying to fix it.
I'm still figuring out what's going on. I'm looking at Ashley
Is that
Judd, and I can't help
Mark
it.
Norm McDonald's?
No. No.
That could be a new character.
No, it can't. They're too similar.
Yeah, there's not
they
enough.
really sound similar.
Come on, Adam.
They
you
don't
know the
sound
formula.
similar. They fucking
Their jokes are similar.
they're both comedians.
They're both observational.
Yeah.
comics.
Well, how would you even do that? Try that out for a spin, Adam.
Well, I'd just do like a Norm joke, and then I'd say kidding. Or
Kidding.
something.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Okay, you're right.
All right. I don't know.
It's not good, but
It's not good,
but it's
it
functional.
works. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Thank you.
I'll give you that, and also give you 5 3/4 of
Yeah.
something else.
Can I tell you a great story about Norm Macdonald?
Go ahead. Norm Kenny?
I don't know what the story
Oh, it's the dog story in Vegas.
Here now is a dog story about Norm in Vegas. Go ahead.
It's the greatest story in the history of the world. Norm's in Vegas, and they give him a massive suite because he loses about $11 million a minute.
Yeah, and that World Series of Poker kind of stuff,
Well,
right?
that was well before that.
Okay.
The World Series of throwing away your money.
And now for the World Series of throwing away your money, here's Norm
And
Macdonald.
he has an associate named, can I give her name?
Sure, yeah.
No, Lori. I'm not going to give her whole name.
Lojo.
So, okay, so we got her whole name. And she's adorable.
And her family's listening.
Right. And she has a dog a little bigger than my tennis shoe. And so we're going downstairs so Norm can lose some money. And Lori leaves the dog in the suite. When we come upstairs, the door is open to the suite.
Mm-hmm.
And it's impossible to get in unless you have a key. So obviously the dog had opened the door and left because he was fed up waiting. And the entire inside of the suite was on the floor. Wallpaper, lights, pillows, stuffing, everything.
Yeah.
And the dog was downstairs in the jail with people, with other guys, with drunks and stuff. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth.
Norm, is this true so far?
What?
Norm, is this true so far?
It is true. And then what happened was there was a band of gypsies in the next room.
Don't hear that name in here.
Yeah, they're lurking at the outskirts of town, but they must have gotten this suite because they pretended to trip down an escalator or something, and they were going to sue Lori Joe's dog for emotional distress.
The
Don't you love
gypsies.
having to go downstairs and bail this dog out like you would a gambler or someone who tried to steal? The dog was in jail.
Is this your dog?
And they have video of the dog in the jail cell trying to escape.
I've seen the suite. I mean, I can't even. The wallpaper doesn't come off a wall in Vegas. He took the wallpaper off, and he had watched everything he could watch on television and left.
What kind of dog is this, Norm?
I don't know.
He was a boxer.
What was that dog?
Wow. Because you know how boxers know how to, they throw up their hands, so he was able to open the door from the inside.
Yeah. What? I'm sorry, I'm confused. Where did the gypsies come in again?
They were living next door.
Oh,
They were
okay.
trying to sue everybody.
All right. So the gypsies were living next door.
You don't believe this story, and it's 100% true.
Well, Norm, I believe. I don't believe Super Dave. I believe Norm.
The dog got loose in the hall and traumatized a gypsy child.
Well, what happened is a gypsy child opened the door, and the dog was walking down the hall with a couch.
A gypsy child. Hey, where's my couch going? Who's got my couch? That dog's taking my couch. Oh, my God.
You know what was great right before the show went on?
Too much sugar.
He laughed at something that I said, and a thing came out of his nose like Niagara Falls.
No, don't tell people.
No, I'm not telling him. I'm just telling him.
But the
And
folks
we
at
had to
home don't
bring
need
in
to know
a
that.
towel to get it off because
was a big towel.
Like, it was
huge.
I was going to grab it with my hand.
It was like the towel.
so
It was like the
big.
towel they handed Louis Anderson after that dive.
No,
it was a
but the
big towel.
The folks don't need
I'm not going to say that ever again. I
Don't
apologize.
ever
I
say that
apologize to both
again.
of you.
I mean, it's sticky lie.
Yeah, it really
Okay,
is.
go ahead.
Good evening, I'm Chevy Chase, and you're not even halfway through the show. As you may recall, I was the original anchor on Weekend Update. It was back a long time ago. I mean, I was back when the only person in Betty Ford was Jerry. You know, really never anticipated that I would be forever known as the guy who did Update the best ever in the world.
Wait a second, baby. You only did one season. I did 6. I mean, you might have knocked her up, but I married her. I spent more time behind this desk than Kubrick did in the edit bay, spanking at the dailies from Eyes Wide Shut.
Hey, guys, man. I was just sitting at home watching the TV there.
Yeah.
And, like, is there something going on here tonight?
Norm, it's the 25th anniversary. Didn't you get the invitation?
Oh, yeah, the invitation. Yes, I got it. I got it in the mail. It was the one where they invited me.
Little one, you've been away so long, and I need you now more than forever.
Yeah.
Hey, anyway, guys, I gotta go. I gotta go to this party. There's a huge party over at Eddie Murphy's, and it's supposed to be pretty cool. He's making fun of the show. So,
that's great, Norm. Which show, yours or this one?
No, this one.
Anyway, we're here to introduce some update features. So let's take a look back, won't you? The funny thing, I really only created Weekend Update so I could work without wearing my pants.
It was a private. I don't think. I mean, there may have been cameras there, but I don't think it's going to be repeated or anything. But it was part of the Netflix Comedy Festival.
Mm-hmm.
And they asked me to host this thing for Norm Macdonald, and a bunch of people spoke.
And I'd like to start by telling you the very last words that Norm Macdonald spoke on this earth. He said, "When I go, make damn sure they have a memorial for me. See to it that it's part of a much larger festival promoting a streaming service. Make sure you arrange it hastily and have it early in the morning. Now, damn it, make certain that many of the tributes are on videotape and that Rob Schneider is featured prominently. finally hold it in a theater in some part of Hollywood frequented by male prostitutes. Norm, we heard you, and we are here.
And everyone was saying really great stuff, and a lot of people were funny. But man, Kevin Nealon had the greatest line, because a lot of us were talking about how brave Norm was, and he really was. He was fearless as a comedian.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Nealon gets up and he says, he's saying very funny things, and he just says, a lot of people up here are talking about how Norm Macdonald was brave in his comedy. I think of it more as a lack of judgment. I was just like, oh my God.
Hey, the great Kevin Nealon was on the show. Who's funnier than Kevin?
I can't think of anyone. Well, Nick Swardson.
Well, I don't know.
I love Kevin. No, Kevin's
Kevin's
the best.
been around forever.
Oh, he's hilarious.
He's
I
kind of
love
a hero
Kevin.
of Nick.
Norm had that gear of not caring or wanting, like he would walk rooms. I know Larry Bubbles Brown, a friend of mine from up north. Norm worked a bit, and he could clear the room. San Jose Improv, like at least 300 people slowly walked out. So it's bravery or whatever. I worked with him at the Comedy Store once. It was just one of those nights. Bill Burr was there. It was just he just said the word cock like 200 times.
Right.
This guy's got a cock, right? And a cock. He just knew how funny it was to say that over and over and over. So, of course, the comedians love that kind of comedian. We're all dying.
Right.
But the audience kind of, where do we go with this? And he just went, there's only one Norm.
I need your love. You free my mind. I need your love.
I saw you on Conan once, and you said crack whore and midget several times.
Yeah.
So then I did do a thing, full confession. I did Norm Macdonald as an alarm clock. And it was like, this is what I wake up. Hey, wake up there. There's a crack whore and a midget in your bed. So I just thought that was really funny, right?
What about the other? Why is it that you can't, England's not doing well financially.
Right.
Can't you get you call them your mates? They're friends.
Yeah.
Everybody else in the world, they call them mates.
Sure.
Get a couple of dozen of your mates and go down to that Buckingham Palace and kill the old bag.
To what end?
Money.
Right.
And here you're kind of a, I don't know if you're a punk rock kind of a guy or what you are, but you don't seem to have much use for authority. Now, Egypt has the Egypt Spring, and they're like, we got to get rid of this guy. He owns half the money in the country. I mean, right? Let's get together on Facebook and we'll storm the palace. I feel in England, the people here in this room could get in there and take. The Queen has all the money.
She's got a lot of money, hasn't she?
She's the richest woman in the world.
Are you an old sea captain? What is this shtick that are you drunk on rum? We were talking outside about why you never guest hosted for some of the. Now I'm beginning to realise, but it's what's weird is you're not even drunk, and yet it's the illusion of it is extraordinary. Have you had a stroke or have you had a breakdown? It's a breakdown. You just had a little light breakdown on the way in the car. Because I'm pretty sure I've watched some of these other editions of the show, and I'm pleased to see that I've broken from the rule of only having white blokes on the show, which seems to be you only have white men and Roseanne
because it's supposed to be a comedy.
Right. But it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be. It's allegedly.
Remember the day before the lockdown, Norm had some set that went viral. It was a cookie jar dunk. I remember, like, me and my buddies in Ohio were all like, yo, did you see this Norm Macdonald set? It was on YouTube, probably still on there. He destroyed. And he even...
Oh, right. At the Improv, right, when he talked about the pandemic.
It was a
incredible
cookie jar dunk. And you could tell it was off the rip. And it was all that, all the anxiety that the day before the whole world goes into lockdown.
Yeah.
And he was just on some fuck it. and it felt so good. Again, it made me feel like everything's gonna be fine.
I wasn't going to talk about the coronavirus, but on the way here I got really ill. But I think it was because I ate a cherry pie. Like, I got a cherry pie from Bristol Farms, and I ate it, and then the car was going weird, and I was like, oh. And then he turned on the radio, Jeremy, and then all the fucking news was like, the guy was like, well, there's been so far 11 cases, 50, 200. I don't feel good, you know, you're like, oh. This is not good. So my plan is just to not die. You know, survive long enough where they find a cure. You know, some people will have to die. But finally they'll find a cure for me. And then I'll thank all of it. It's funny how Big Pharma is so evil till now. It's like, what's it, $200 a pill? Yeah, that's good. That's fine. I'll take it. Give me all you got. It's funny that we all now know how we're going to die. It's just a matter of what order at this point. Oh, I can't touch my fucking face. Remember the good old days when washing your hands didn't take 3 hours? Like A, B, C, D. Just take me now. So the mind never wanders too far from, you know, like I'll be talking about all kinds of horse shit up here tonight, but every moment I'll be thinking of this disease. Just to let you know. But it comes at a good time, this, where we're all quarantined, because we know how to live like that, right? We got our fucking magic phones and computers and everything. We don't need no fucking people. It was the last step between us and happiness anyway, were people. Got the TV and shit. Fucking more interesting people than anybody I know. Listen to fucking First Take and spend my last moments on Earth with Max Kellerman.
We hate the most.
But I'm old anyway, you know, so if I die, it won't be as much of a tragedy. I'm 68 years young, I like to say. Yeah. You get old and you start worrying anyway, you know. Forget the coronavirus, like that's possible. But it was a good idea you made. It was a good choice tonight to come out and sit beside total strangers. At least I might be here. I can run, you know. At least I can flee when I see it.
No, just thinking, you know, because they had that Viagra thing out.
Yeah.
And the other day, you know, Bob Dole came right out and said
he was one of the first.
Yeah. And you don't want to hear about Bob Dole's cock, you know. I mean, President Clinton's cock, Bob Dole's cock, what the hell? But mostly, an old man like that, an old man, you don't want him to have a super hard cock. You know what I mean?
Why?
Why? Because an old man, you want him to be got a pipe going, a newspaper, the dog at his feet there.
Well, that in some corners is considered pipe.
Oh. But now they're going to have to create some goddamn pill that makes women aroused at the sight of a fucking 70-year-old dude with a super hard cock. You know what I'm saying? This is Viagra. It's insane. And you know what it's for? Impotent people. All right, it's for impotent guys. So get this. I read this. The pill can make your cock hard for 4 hours.
Right.
So now, who has the 4-hour hard cock? The impotent guy. The rest of us are fucked. Me and you got our regular cocks. Meanwhile, fucking Spade is, you know.
Refer to Spade.
Oh, man. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it coming.
Dude, I
yet.
know you didn't. He brought it all around and then a vicious rib kick into his best friend's gut.
Once there's too much cock talk, I try to just zone out for a minute till it goes back the other way.
If there's too much cock talk, this guy has fevered nightmares all night. Dreams, I mean, like sweaty, fevered dreams from the cock talk that's been all over his head.
Why bury me twice? He's killing me.
No, he's a good man.
That erased it. All right.
No, he's a good man.
Who cares?
After all that, that's the whiteout he puts on.
Yeah, I know, it's awful.
After he talks about you doing chin-ups on cock for 18 minutes, he goes, no, he's a good guy.
If you're gay, he's a completely straight guy. He gets a lot of ladies. You know that about him with the ladies.
Don't say ladies.
Women, girls.
Okay, thank you. Ladies, what are we, fucking on an FM station here?
He's Don Cornelius.
But these gay guys, man, I was reading, you know about
these gay guys.
I haven't even said hi yet. All right. Tell me what it is with these gay guys.
I know, I'm already.
I just read this thing about the George
You're reading
Michael.
a lot, aren't you?
Yeah, I got a little time off. Now I read the newspaper. And this really strikes me about the gay community. I don't know if they're a community, but
It's called West Hollywood.
Yeah, they're gay, and it's, you know, George Michaels. He hangs around the bathroom. He has sex with multiple guys. This is
no way. You got to get it right. Hangs around the bathroom, and it was described as a lewd behavior, but I don't remember sex with numerous guys.
Well,
is that what you took away from it?
What does he do?
What were you, in the next stall?
I could have been just having a nice bathroom regular thing.
I don't know what lewd behavior is, but I don't know that he was in there with numerous guys. But anyway,
go
ahead. We get the gist of it.
This is definitely a gay thing, because this is a pop superstar. You know what I mean? You're not going to walk into a bathroom and all of a sudden Farrah Fawcett's like, you know? You're not going to...
What? I love it.
What I'm saying is, why would a famous
what was she doing? Some sort of cervical belt sander thing, or what was that? Oh, Christ, what are you, Linda Blair?
They do. That's what they do, right?
That's what ladies that I know do. But
good to know that primetime exposure's paying dividends there.
But I think that's what it is. It's that the gay, that's why they have separate bathrooms. Let's face it. If they had women and, women, as you call them, I call them ladies. If you had them in the same bathroom,
like Ally McBeal.
Like you go in the bathroom to do your business, see a man about a dog there, you know, and you're in the bathroom. You're in the bathroom. All of a sudden, a beautiful lady comes out. Oh, here's my vagina and breasts. You're going to be hanging out at that bathroom a lot. So I don't blame anybody for anything.
Can you believe Olmeyer didn't get him?
We're all the same, man.
Have you ever met Olmeyer since then?
Don Olmeyer I met once, after he fired me.
Yeah.
Then I went and visited him in his office, which it wasn't an office I've never seen. It was like a wet bar and a bunch of weird sports trophies. He's a big sports guy, you know.
Yeah.
So he explained it to me what happened, but he did it all with sports stuff, you know. Like he said, man, you see, you're the number 3 hitter, but now you're going to be number 8. And then later on, Ken Griffey will show up. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. And then I said, well, Christ, man, what the hell am I supposed to do? And he goes, I don't know, just walk it off, you know. And
I'll put it in sports terms why you got fired. You were fucking with OJ too much. That's exactly why you were fired, man.
Well, I don't know.
That's his buddy.
Yeah, it's his buddy.
Yeah. Well, that's why you got canned.
OJ's a good guy. I mean, he's not.
Well, we got to end on that, Normie, but there's what they'll remember you by. OJ's a
congratulations,
good guy.
man.
Thanks for
You're
coming
100.
on. Norm Macdonald and David Spade. Stick around, guys. He anchors the Weekend Update on Saturday Night Live, and he has recently quit the nasty habit of smoking. Norm Macdonald. Norm! Now, you're a young iconoclast, Norm. You know, the kids, they get you.
What? I was going to wear a suit, and I
don't need to. I like this whole D.B. Cooper look for you, man. This is... Now,
is he the guy that jumped out of the plane?
No. He's married to Alice Cooper. Now, the thing remember you wrote for my first talk show?
Yeah, you gave me my
and
first
I used
job.
to come in the room, and you and Drake Sather had no lights on. It was like some fucking Anton LaVey Satan cult in there, and you guys used to turn out the sickest jokes ever, and everybody was always smoking. Then I see you on Saturday Night Live during the opening credits, and one of the things I like about you is you're completely unfiltered on that show. You'll say anything, and I saw in the picture you had a cigarette in your mouth. I thought, this guy just doesn't give a shit. So I asked you to come on. I find out you pussed out on me and quit smoking. What is that all about?
No, because it's bad for you. They have these fucking things on the side. You have to read the fine print where it says, it's bad.
Now, when did you first start smoking?
I started smoking when I was a kid, like when I was, I think I was like 14, and I thought, I'll look really cool like if I start smoking, because I didn't get along with anybody. So I started smoking. Wouldn't you know it, I did look cool. All of a sudden, all these broads like me and everything. Not broads, but ladies, girls, women. And it was hard though, man, because I was guilty about it all the time I smoked, because I always thought, I always knew it was bad for me, you know? Like, even though some guys will say that it's good because their uncle lived long or something and he smoked, and they'll go, hey, what about, that old guy, Burt Mustin, what about that guy, And then he just because he lived long, that doesn't mean anything, right? That's just one guy. You can't, just because Burt Mustin lived long, you're all of a sudden...
You did your master's thesis on this, didn't you? Now, did people bother you a lot when you're smoking? Were people pissed off when...
Yeah, people don't like when you smoke, They're bothered, like... I gotta admit, though, secondhand smoke is bad. Like, I don't like... When I smoked, I didn't like secondhand smoke. Yeah. I like that first-hand smoke, because you get to suck it right out of the cigarette, And the secondhand... Any fucking thing that's already been ingested by someone is not as good, You know what I mean? Like a pork sandwich is delicious, but after a digested pork sandwich, that's fucking shit.
You can't fight that logic, Norman. You cannot. Do you think advertising brings kids to smoking? There's a lot of fight with the Joe Camel thing. Do you think they really?
Yeah, definitely they got it. Because the thing is this. The advertisers, they got to go after kids because they're not going to get adults. Like, there's not going to be a 50-year-old guy going, hey, I should start smoking. That goddamn Camel. Look at him. They got to get little children.
Joe Camel.
Yeah.
That's a frightening-looking beast.
He looks like a cock. I didn't make this up.
And I know you don't mind first-hand cock, but
You don't know that. Don't say that. I know how this stuff happens, man. Because a buddy of mine worked on Saturday Night Live, and he said he was a fag once as a joke. And then he said everybody comes up to him and saying, "Are you a fag?" Gay man? I mean.
show about smoking. They thought you meant the British word for cigarette. All right.
Exactly. Can I bum a fag? That's what they say in England.
Where else? All right.
The thing about Joe Campbell looking like a cock, Dennis.
Oh, yeah. I lost my train of thought. Thanks for bringing me back.
Is this. This is what I've noticed. He doesn't even look like a fucking camel. He looks so much like a cock. Because you know how it's usually subliminal?
Yeah.
Where you have to find the cock, right? This character, you have to find the goddamn camel.
Yeah, believe me, when you only get 2 humps out of a cock, it's not worth smoking. All right, now, line 2, we got a phone call for you. Although I can't believe they'd still be on the line after this departure. Line 2, we've got Beverly from Middletown, Ohio. Beverly?
Yeah, hi, Dennis. Hi, Norm.
Hi, you didn't know my name, I don't think.
Yes, I did. I watched Saturday Night.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
I liked it when Dennis was on it.
Yeah, I did too. I watch Dennis every Friday.
Get out of here. You're great at that, man. You're great at this. You know why? Because you don't give a shit about Dennis. You know what I mean? It's like the best thing you can do. Whenever I'd go on, they'd go, what's it like following Chevy? And I like Chevy. He makes me laugh. I mean, what the fuck do I think about Chevy? I'm trying to make a living here.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I see you, I know you're thinking the same thing. Like, screw Dennis. I'm killing. Okay. Anyway, go ahead. What's your question?
Okay, since nicotine is such an addictive drug, do you think someday you'll have to have a prescription to buy a pack of cigarettes?
Well, you know, they always bring up the Constitution and talk about how we should still have the right to a militia and all that. But let's face facts, this country was built on tobacco growers. So, you know, if you're going to start changing, if you're not going to change one thing because it comes from way back then, you can't change this either. There are farmers out there who make a living. Tobacco is one of the crops that got this country going. So, no, I don't think they'll ever make it illegal.
Yeah, no, they shouldn't make it illegal. I know.
I think Norm's backing me up on that. What motivated you to quit?
Well, I guess I read this thing about how it was like a phallic symbol, and that my doctor went in. He said, you probably have an oral fixation, which you know what that means. Let's not kid ourselves, right? So that's why I always smoke like cigarettes instead of cigars, because if I'm gonna have I like a little white thin cock, you know.
Are we back to cocks again? I go away to Ohio, Middletown, the center of the universe, to take a nice clean call, and then I space out. I'm thinking, I can't listen to Norm for a second. I got to get a time cue here. I come back, and you're talking about having a thin white cock in your
I don't have a thin white cock in my cock, you mean?
No.
In my mouth. No, you misunderstand. What I'm saying is this. I'm just saying
don't make the mistake of thinking I fucking listen to you.
I just want to make it clear about that cock thing. I was just saying, if I ever was gay, if they suddenly made it mandatory or something, then I would choose the smallest cock, and I would like a guy that came fast. I don't know. I thought the subject was cock.
No, cocks is next week.
I'm sorry. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Norm Macdonald, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I was just thinking, because they have that Viagra thing out.
Yeah.
And the other day, Bob Dole came right out and said...
He was one of the first.
Yeah. And, you know, you don't want to hear about Bob Dole's cock, you know? I mean, President Clinton's cock, Bob Dole's cock, what the hell? But mostly, an old man like that, an old man, you don't want him to have a super hard cock. You know what I mean?
Why?
Why? Because an old man, you want him to be, got a pipe going, a newspaper, the dog at his feet there.
Well, that, in some corners, is considered pipe.
Oh. But now they're going to have to create some goddamn pill that makes women aroused at the sight of a fucking 70-year-old dude with a super hard cock. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. This is Viagra. It's insane. And you know what it's for? Impotent people. All right, it's for impotent guys. So get this. I read this. The pill can make your cock hard for 4 hours.
Right.
So now, who has the 4-hour hard cock? The impotent guy. The rest of us are fucked. Me and you got our regular cocks. Meanwhile, fucking Spade is, you know.
Refer to Spade.
Oh, man. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it coming.
Dude, I know you didn't. He brought it all around and then a vicious rib kick into his best friend's gut.
Once there's too much cock talk, I try to just zone out for a minute till it goes back the other way.
If there's too much cock talk, this guy has fevered nightmares all night. Dreams, I mean, like sweaty, fevered dreams from the cock talk that's been all over his head.
Why bury me twice? He's killing me.
No, he's a good man.
That erased it. All right.
No, he's a good man.
Who cares?
After all that, that's the whiteout he puts on.
Yeah, I know, it's awful.
After he talks about you doing chin-ups on cock for 18 minutes, he goes, no, he's a good guy.
If you're gay, he's a completely straight guy. He gets a lot of ladies. You know that about him with the ladies.
Don't say ladies.
Women, girls.
Okay, thank you. Ladies, what are we, fucking on an FM station here?
He's Don Cornelius.
But these gay guys, man, I was reading, you know about
these gay guys.
I haven't even said hi yet. All right. Tell me what it is with these gay guys.
I know, I'm already.
I just read this thing about the George
You're reading
Michael.
a lot, aren't you?
Yeah, I got a little time off. Now I read the newspaper. And this really strikes me about the gay community. I don't know if they're a community, but
called West Hollywood.
Yeah, they're gay, and it's, you know, George Michaels. He hangs around the bathroom. He has sex with multiple guys. This is
no way. You got to get it right. Hangs around the bathroom, and it was described as a lewd behavior, but I don't remember sex with numerous guys.
Well,
is that what you took away from it?
What does he do?
What were you, in the next stall?
I could have been just having a nice bathroom regular thing.
I don't know what lewd behavior is, but I don't know that he was in there with numerous guys. But anyway, go ahead. We get the gist of it.
This is definitely a gay thing, because this is a pop superstar. You know what I mean? You're not going to walk into a bathroom and all of a sudden Farrah Fawcett's like, ah, you know? You're not going to...
What? I love it.
What I'm saying is, why would a famous
what was she doing? Some sort of cervical belt sander thing, or what was that? Oh, Christ, what are you, Linda Blair?
They do. That's what they do, right?
That's what ladies that I know do. But
good to know that primetime exposure's paying dividends there.
But I think that's what it is. It's that the gay, that's why they have separate bathrooms. Let's face it. If they had women and, women, as you call them, I call them ladies. If you had them in the same bathroom, like you go in the bathroom to do your business, see a man about a dog there, you know, and you're in the bathroom. You're in the bathroom. All of a sudden, a beautiful lady comes out. Oh, here's my vagina and breasts. You're going to be hanging out at that bathroom a lot. So I don't blame anybody for anything.
Can you believe Olmeyer didn't get him?
I know.
We're all the same, man.
Have you ever met Olmeyer since then?
Don Olmeyer I met once, yeah, after he fired me.
Yeah.
Then I went and visited him in his office, which it wasn't an office I've never seen. It was like a wet bar and a bunch of weird sports trophies. He's a big sports guy, you know.
Yeah.
So he explained it to me what happened, but he did it all with sports stuff, you know. Like you said, man, you see, you're the number 3 hitter, but now you're going to be number 8. And then later on, Ken Griffey will show up. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. And then I said, well, Christ, man, what the hell am I supposed to do? And he goes, I don't know, just walk it off, you know. And
I'll put it in sports terms why you got fired. You were fucking with OJ too much. That's exactly why you were fired, man.
Well, I don't know.
That's his buddy.
Yeah, it's his buddy.
Yeah, well, that's why you got canned.
OJ's a good guy. I mean, he's not...
Well, we got to end on that, Normie, but there's what they'll remember you by. OJ's a good guy.
Man,
Thanks for coming on. Norm Macdonald and David Spade, stick around, guys.
We have the good taste to bring tonight's guest back. Every season he is as uncensored a wit as they come. His new sitcom, The Norm Show, is on ABC Wednesdays at 9:30. Please welcome George Wendt, ladies and gentlemen.
They thought they were getting...
Georgie Wendt! Norby!
How you doing, man?
How are you?
I'm all right. How's it going?
Year in, year out, my favorite guest.
Ah, you're a good man.
Because you have no inner barometer of how far to go.
Well, no, because it's HBO. I like to be dirty, you know, and it's fun.
You know what you are? You're like a profane child. That's how I think of you, because you always say, I like to be dirty. Then you go up on this Pynchon-esque cock ramp for like 3 minutes. Yeah, cocks are ugly, and Joe Campbell's a cock, and you're always shuffling your feet. What are you nervous about? You're a star, for Christ's sake. How's that sitcom world? Is that hell, or do you like that over there?
It's not a lot of fun, but, you know, it's good to do.
No, it's not on Olmeyer's. Has Olmeyer sent you a congratulatory telegram, or what word am I looking for there?
Olmeyer, I haven't heard any missive, I think.
Who's the Olmeyer at your network?
This lady, Jamie Tarsis.
She think you're funny?
Yeah.
Olmeyer's not even there anymore, isn't it? Wasn't the one of his last official duties to whack you?
Yeah. He took off, and they got this other guy, I think it's maybe Sammy Sosa.
Scott Sassa.
Scott Sassa.
All right, now I'm going to do a Rorschach thing. What flashes into your mind when I say bad taste? What do you find bad taste?
Well, there was this performance art guy, I remember in New York, that his whole big thing was he'd take a picture of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ of Nazareth, and then...
Oh, that Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And then his whole act is he'd piss on it with his cock.
Wow, you know, at least he showed respect. He could have pissed with his, what, arm?
You're right. So I thought that was really and horribly bad
That's over
taste.
the line, as far as...
Yeah, because Jesus Christ, you know, he died for the guy's sin, and then the guy pisses on his picture. And it was a picture of Jesus dying for his sins. Like he was on the cross going, oh, dying for the guy's sins. And then this guy's like pissing all over it. But, you know, when Judgment Day comes, he's going to have to face Jesus Christ of Almighty of Nazareth, you know.
And Jesus is going to say, hey, asshole, what's with the peeing on my picture?
Yeah. That negates every other good thing he ever did, you know.
Yeah.
He's like, you don't piss on my picture.
Yeah. You don't want to come up to the gates of heaven, God's leaning there with a nunchuck strapped around his neck, you know. How do you
go, I'll have some performance art for you while the fucking devil shoves some coal up your ass.
As I said before, the childlike outro. But effective. How do you define bad taste? Is it like beauty? Is it in the eye of the beholder, or what?
Yeah, it kind of is. You know, it depends on what people. Some people like get all upset over certain words, like they think that like girls all the time, man. When I'm talking to them, like if I go, "Hey, how about you and I like fuck?" You know, and then the girl always goes like, "I don't fuck, I make love. I make love," and I go, "I don't care, whatever you want to call, as long as my dirty cock's involved, you know, I don't care. I'm not gonna get, not gonna get in a semantic argument. Or, you know, you can call it making a grilled cheese sandwich as long as there's a lot of me doing that
kind of thing. Now, what's the earliest into hitting on a woman that you've ever said, "I want to fuck you"? You give it a couple minutes, right?
I try to get into it pretty quick. You know?
Throw that trump card down. No, if you're in the game.
I don't, because I don't ever ask them to, would you like to have dinner? I don't really like having dinner with them. Or having a drink with them or anything like that.
No.
You know,
so that's your sort of exchange with women is...
Yeah, I say, "Hey, how about you and me fuck?" And then they go, "No." And then they go, "How about we have dinner?" And I go, "I don't like dinner, you don't like fucking."
So it's pretty basic thing you have with women. Kind of a basic exchange.
I'm not good with girls.
When do you remember first being cognizant of bad taste? You know, because when you're a little kid, everything's kind of funny. You know, like farting is explosively funny.
Right.
When do you remember first being able to differentiate between bad taste and good taste?
I know when you're a kid, you'll say anything. Like, I don't remember much, but I have a little boy, you know, a sweet little boy.
You have a son?
Yeah, he's a
Norm,
good
I
boy.
didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Yeah.
Ah, you want to say hey to him?
Yeah, hey, well, he's not
he
gonna
can't watch this show. That's what I always say. You can't watch Daddy.
Right. So little Dylan and I went to El Pollo Loco. Yeah.
His original name was Zimmerman, though, right?
No. I thought that would be the coolest name as I was a kid. I never heard anybody named Dylan. I said, this will be because I love Dylan Thomas.
Right.
So I said, this will be a cool name for a kid, and I thought it'd be unique, and now every fucking kid is Dylan. And they named him after that 90210 guy. You imagine? That's what I read in not a book, but a periodical. So anyway, little Dylan and I were getting some chicken at the Pollo Loco.
Right.
And kids are so wonderful, you know. You know that.
Unfiltered.
They're unfiltered, exactly. Yes. So we're standing beside this huge fat broad, you know. And so
not as unfiltered as Daddy, but unfiltered.
So me and little Dylan are behind her, and he goes, "Daddy, look how fat she is." And then so I had not said, you're not supposed to call fat people fat to him, so it wasn't his fault. So I said, "No, Dylan, shit, enough with that." And he goes, "I bet she's going to eat a lot of chicken. I bet." And it was really funny because everybody was looking at her. And then right at that moment, the guy goes, "Yes, ma'am, what would you like?" And she was like, "I'll have 2 pieces of chicken." You know, she was going to order like 8 full whole chickens, you know.
Well, how do you know that?
Yeah. How do I know that?
Yeah, maybe she wasn't going to order 8 full chicken.
Oh, no,
maybe she...
because right when she ordered the 2 chickens, she did like the shifty eye, you know? I don't do a good shifty eye.
So you're behind her in line and yet able to discern the subtle REM-like movements of her eyeballs.
You got me on that one, man. I made that part up.
You don't even have a son!
For the purposes of that anecdote, I am not Darren.
I thought you were going to be quick and say, it was Linda Blair! We got a phone call for you, believe it or not. Fat woman from El Pollo Loco. No. It's Murtaugh from Miami, Florida. Murtaugh.
Hey, Dennis. Hey, Norm.
How are you, Mert?
I'm good. You know, I can't wait to see your new show. It really looks good.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, when's it on again, Normie? Remind me. You're good. You're one of my friends. I'll let you plug capriciously.
Okay, it's on
oh, come on, you gotta get this. Huh?
When is it on?
Are you in it?
Yes. It's on Wednesday at 9:30 on the American Broadcasting Corporation.
All right. So, what's your question there, Mert?
Okay, why is the people like this annoying Joan Rivers, you know, always criticize people's bad taste at the Academy Awards, you know, like Gwyneth Paltrow, who's like the hottest chick on earth. And Well, she has no taste in fashion whatsoever, you know, man? I mean, God.
Well, I don't. You know what? I feel awkward here
funny,
because I
Joan
met
Rivers.
Joan Rivers once, and she was so nice to me and so funny. But I agree with him to some extent when she gets like lays into Kathy Bates or saying, Kathy Bates never did anything wrong by her. And I just think there's that slight tinge of desperation in Joan sometimes nowadays. You know that she'll say anything, and that kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes that makes me uncomfortable. But, you know, she's a good dame, and she does a great show
I hate
there.
slamming other celebrities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Remember when Spade did that, how he lived his life in fear?
To Eddie?
Well, to Eddie, you know, to Eddie
a lot of
specifically,
people, right,
but
yeah.
Spade used to do that Hollywood moment. Spade, he's a great guy, he's one of our best friends, but he was always scared shitless because he made his whole thing out there just trashing people, and they would get pissed and call him, and he was always like living in fear. He never goes to Hollywood parties because he's afraid somebody's going to kick his little Sputnik ass, you know?
Right, because everybody he insults is like 2.5 feet taller than him.
Now, Norm, have you ever done anything in your long and storied career that you consider specifically to be in bad taste as you look back on it? Maybe at the time you thought it was a good play, but you look back on it and you think that was in bad taste.
Well, sometimes, like in stand-up, I'll do jokes that are like one time I was doing this thing in San Francisco, and they were all gay people in the audience. They told me, so I figured I'd
in San Francisco?
Yeah.
No.
So I figured I'd do stuff about gay people so that they could relate to it.
Yeah, it's warm up. They love that.
And so I was talking about, because I went to this gay pride parade, and I saw in it there were these old men and old ladies like with these signs that said, "We are proud of our gay son," you know? And so I was saying, that's an odd thing to be proud of, you know, because it's not an achievement, you know? It's not like something you work all your life to be gay or anything like that. And I just wondered, I had a hard time believing that these 50, 60-year-old men are actually bragging, you know, at work like they're, "Hey, Bill, you know, my kid, oh my God, we're proud of him, Johnny. He graduated from Harvard, you know, first in his class, you know what I mean? Now he's articling over at a law firm, and, oh yeah, he loves cock." You know? This kid, he can't get enough cock in his mouth, his ass, this kid's always cock. I got a picture of the boy here sucking another man's cock. I want to show it to you.
To watch the maturation of you as an artist, to realize it took you 9.5 minutes to get around to the sucking cock stuff. It's beautiful to see you comfortable in your own skin, Normie. All right. The Norm Show, 9:30. What night? Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday.
ABC. Good luck with it. Norm Macdonald. Stick around, Norm, to do the news. Norm Macdonald, ladies. Now, Norman, you're an inventive guy. Which of the current batch of inventions has tickled your fancy? What do you like?
Henry Ford just invented the assembly line there,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, I heard
and that was good because he wanted, you know, not just rich people, but anyone to drive over and see his cock.
Is there any other one that's caught your fancy?
There was Alexander Graham Bell.
Yeah.
You know, he invented the telephone.
Right.
So he could call people up, tell them to come on over and see his cock, you know, because he was tired of yelling it out the window.
So,
Hey,
theme development.
check out my cock.
So, Norm, I hear you just got back from New York City. What's happening in Gotham?
Oh, my God. Well, the big thing is the new Empire State Building. Have you seen this?
I've heard. I have not seen yet.
Oh, it's crazy. What I'm interested in is the original architect's blueprint, you know?
Yes.
It called for the building to be painted flesh tone, Dennis, with a large rounded head so the architect could lie on the street and pretend he had a 1,000-foot cock. Frank Lloyd Wright, more like Frank Lloyd Cock.
So, Norm, tell me, what's your take on this whole Cold War thing?
Well, my brother works down at the UN, right? And you remember last week when Khrushchev was banging his shoe on the table?
Crazy bastard.
Yeah. So my brother was sitting beside him, and Khrushchev, like, he accidentally slips, and my brother gets hit right in the cock.
With the shoe?
Yeah, by Khrushchev's shoe. So my brother turns to him, he says, "Hey, you hit me in the cock again, you dirty commie, I'll bury you."
So what's been happening, man?
Oh, man, I dropped acid the other week. That is bizarre stuff.
Really?
Yeah, my cock started singing to me. I like Joe Cocker.
Stood for something other than just being Mexico's bitch. I say if President Clinton 296 doesn't snap us out of this downward spiral we're in, we dump his gay ass. Next election process, we clone Jesse Ventura again, bring him back. Hey, Norm.
Hey, you know what I think they should put on the dark side of the moon?
What?
Vast fields of bioengineered hydroponically grown cock. Yeah, you know, like a backup supply just in case our earthbound supply of cock might run out one day.
No cock tucked away for a cocky day.
Exactly. Look at my head, man. It looks like a cock.
It does.
Cock. 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 That's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
The smartest cat I ever knew at SNL, and a much revered figure there, is joining us for another segment. This is my former producer, longtime writer and contributor, Jim Downey. Jim, I had Norm on the show yesterday. I always thought Norm, from the first second I saw him, was just a flat-out misanthropic genius. I always gave him a wide berth as far as time schedules and that, because I just said, well, I'm going to grab Amadeus and tell him he has to be here to do busy work. You know what I mean? That isn't going to happen. So I think he's a genius. What was it like to work with him on Update?
Well, he was, I mean, he is a genius and the most fearless performer. I mean, he likes people to laugh at his stuff. He you know, he enjoys that, but it's sort of one of like, you know, half a dozen important aspects of what he does. Mm-hmm. So that if he really loves a joke or a bit, he will happily go out there and do it, whatever the response is. And there was if you want to hear a story,
I love me a Norm story.
One time we were in the office doing Update stuff, and there'd been a news item about there was going to be a newspaper for the homeless, you know, and so we were thinking about doing some of that. So we started improvising. It was more of a scene, not something we could do on the segment, but it was like a tough kind of Perry White kind of editor going like, "You, Miller, I want 500 words on going to the bathroom in your pants. You, Immel, give me something. Give me a human interest thing on urine stain matter. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah. And like a lot of like photos, maybe some, you know, a little human side, you know, what are, you know, pets, that kind of thing. And so nothing came of it, and I sort of forgot we had the conversation. And then the first meeting we have after the summer, Norm comes in and goes, "Hey, Downey, remember that, you know, that thing we were talking about there with the, remember that thing with the newspaper for the homeless, you know, that thing, the homeless newspaper?" And I go, yeah. He goes, "Yeah, well, you know, I was out in L.A. and I was asked to do this benefit, you know, for the coalition to feed the homeless or something, you know." And, you know, and I'm going, no. And he goes, "Yeah, you know, I did that bit, you know." They hated it. Hated it.
All right, you tell me now. That's the Andy Kaufman part of the joke, or is he actually surprised that they hated it? That's what I can't quite figure with Look.
I know.
Jimmy calls in here periodically and says that he has bought a puppet and he wants to work material out on the show. And I'll say, well, tell me about the puppet. And it's an old man puppet who's a Holocaust denier. And it's obviously just Norm sitting at home talking as Norm. He makes no pretension to a puppet voice.
I know.
And I think he's Andy. I don't know. I view a lot of Andy Kaufman in there. It's just
well, he also would like to, one of the things that he would really enjoy just getting into a character and then you could not get him out of it. like he liked doing old man stuff.
Yes.
Like being an old geezer and complaining about aches and pains and stuff like that. And then you go, okay, Norm, now seriously, now we actually have to talk about it. He'd start doing stuff about rheumatism and things like that. And you just had to plead with him to just stop. But he was on his own kind of set of rhythms.
The speed with which he would take his sport coat off at the end of his Letterman impression always I would watch the thing just to watch, because Letterman's so ill at ease with show business, always makes this conscious show of getting rid of the sport coat at the end of the show. And when Norm picked up on that and did that as impression, God, I fell out.
You know, I learned a little bit about that was Norm. And of course, Norm's a little crazy, but Norm, a big host would come and we'd all get all hopped up, like, okay, Rosie's gonna bring in big ratings. Let's get our AP. Where's my goat? I'm gonna throw out a goat. And Norm would sit there in the pitch meeting. We'd all be dead serious. Will would throw out, I'm going to do a cheerleader.
Right.
This one and that. And Norm would be like, yeah, I got a sketch where, you're going in your pants, and you're just walking around, and you're like, yeah, I'm the guy with the in my pants, I hate this guy, and you look at him like he was nuts, but he knew what he was doing.
Norm knew exactly. Listen, one of the single funniest things I've ever seen in my life is when he did Letterman, how quickly he would throw the sport coat off at the end of the sketch. Nothing made me laugh harder than Norm. Doing Letterman, and I said to him, what's with the sport? You know how Letterman, how ill at ease he is with show business. Yeah. Norm said, that's all I had at the beginning. The essence of it was his discomfort. I said, this guy's a freaking genius.
He is a genius. He would warm up the crowd. Now, when I would warm up the crowd, I would warm it up like I was playing the garden, and I wanted to teach everyone a lesson. If I'm cut from tonight, I want you to know I should have been on.
That I was a badass.
Yeah, I'd warm up the crowd, kill. Norm would go up behind me, and he'd go, hey, Jim Brewer and these guys, he's got all these great impressions, So I said, well, I better learn some impressions. So, are you guys all ready? This is my newest impression of these. Got a lot of. Because here's Ed Sullivan. And I'm like, he's really going to do Ed Sullivan? Like, why would you? He goes, Ed Sullivan introducing the Beatles. And he goes, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Beatles. Well, I got to work on that one a little bit. I'll see you during the show.
He's got a little Andy Kaufman in him, Norm. He likes to frustrate, titillate a little, but then periodically he'll say something like, I feel sorry for the homeless guy's dog, because the dog's thinking, this is the longest walk I've ever been on. Norm's hosting a sports show now, Jimbo, on Comedy Central.
Oh, that's dangerous. You and I both know that can be very.
Yeah, but that is a panel I volunteer for, because I want to be in the blast site of that when that goes off, because that is going to be a hoot. Hey, now listen, did I hear some rumble that Brother Sandler sent out Maseratis to the cast of Grown Ups? Did you reap the benefit?
First of all, let me just say one thing. Nothing's better than Nancy Pelosi Augustus reference.
Pelosi Augustus.
I'm still swooning over that one. Yeah, Stanley gave Maseratis to Spade, Schneider, Kevin James, Chris Rock, all of whom need one, by the way. Very bad.
Exactly. What'd you get?
No bitterness, but me and Norm Macdonald, yeah, we're splitting a zip car.
And you split a zip car with Norm. It's like having one of those, those Christmas trees the drivers have that smells like North Slope Sensimilla.
Yeah, this car. I don't know. They must have been smoking pot in here or something.
Norm cancels on us once every 2 weeks, and I almost enjoy it more than him showing up at this point, because he always wants me to talk to some ventriloquist puppet that he says is on the phone. A Holocaust tonight. What has happened to Norman?
And then when he sees she's going to go, how come you never have me on your show?
Nope.
We tried to get you on. What?
Nobody funnier, though. I mean, you got to give it to him.
Nobody funnier.
That guy, if I'm in a room with him for 10 minutes, they got to put the paddles on me, because I flat.
Jonathan Winters is a brilliant, like, improv guy, and he would dress up as this character, Maudie Frickert, you know, as an old lady, and he'd go, hello there. He did a voice, and Johnny Carson just stole it. Even the costume, everything. And then, so this guy couldn't do it anymore.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean? Because it'd be like if Jimmy Fallon took one of your bits.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
You can't do it anymore, yeah.
Robin Williams was notorious for it, right?
Well, listen.
I think it's a well-known... All right, that's fine.
You know what they always say? Speak ill of the dead. You know that old... fucking... That old saw. God damn.
It's been a couple years. Just let it go.
It's just been less.
Doesn't matter to me.
Texas millionaire J. Howard Marshall may have died 2 months ago, but as we see here, he and wife Anna Nicole Smith can still enjoy a romantic evening at home.
Deep throat porn legend Harry Reeves.
Yeah,
he died, but how are they
know
going to
who
close
that
that
is?
casket? I mean, because... Probably because of his erection, I would think.
How are they going to close that casket? That isn't very good, is it?
I didn't write that one.
Plus, a man died.
Yeah, a guy died.
How are they going to do it?
He was a real pioneer.
It's hard to believe that the entire cast of Saved by the Bell is now dead.
It's hard to believe that. Organist Ray Manzarek died this week at the age of 74. The Curse of the Doors. What about this? 42-year-old Richard Swanson set out to dribble a soccer ball from Seattle to Brazil, but got hit by a car in Oregon and died. Well, at least he got to die loving what he do. At least he got to die doing what he loved, Nick. Dribbling a soccer ball in traffic. No, that's not nice.
The man behind the voice of Tony the Tiger. Sadly, the man behind the voice of Tony the Tiger died at 64. His last words, I don't feel great. I gave it something.
Yeah. All my children star Matthew Cowles has died at the age of 69. Oh. Or has he? Oh. David Brenner was the biggest comic ever to come out of Philadelphia.
Well, again,
and he just passed away, and we should talk about him.
Yeah, we should, but let me finish this sentence, and I don't even think David Brenner would mind if he's watching.
Sure. He's probably watching from, actually probably from down below, getting raped by the devil.
Well,
I mean, that guy had some sins that he died with, but whatever. No, I'm saying David Brenner led a life that made Sodom and Gomorrah seem like Burbank.
Nice guy.
Led me his abacus
I want to do this.
Jesus.
Oh, come on, that's not a Chinese guy.
I wasn't saying it was.
That was kind of
What are you,
racist.
Mickey Rooney?
Hey, hey, come on.
I know he's dead,
Have
but
a little
Mickey Rooney
respect.
did a very racist thing, like you just did, in a movie called Breakfast at Tiffany's by the wonderful Truman Capote.
I wasn't doing anything racist, and you know it. But go ahead.
Does Bob Barker still work there?
He's dead.
Bob Barker's dead?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Well, rest in peace.
He's not.
Oh, I'm sorry. Drew Carey just took
Don't
over.
listen to
I
fucking
assumed he was.
Daniel.
Oh, God, he's not
on
dead.
Who's alive and
Bob
who's
Barker is
dead.
not dead.
Last
I think
week,
he was
I
alive.
hope he's alive.
Daniel, we
Oh, my
wanted to book Jan Michael Vincent. The guy tells us he's dead. He's not dead at all. he's all clean like you guys.
From the
By
Beachcomber
the way,
stash.
man, my condolences goes out to Hoffman, Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman's still around.
I thought he died of a heroin.
No. Dustin's still with us. We're waiting for Rain Man 2.
Didn't he die of a heroin overdose?
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Who's that?
A different actor.
I think it's his son.
No relation. Believe it or not.
None?
No relation.
Who's Relic?
Well, good luck to you, Dustin. Mangraves are the perfect gift for Dad this Father's Day. Your dad's alive?
No.
Fuck. God damn it. I'm sorry about your dad.
That's fine.
Is your father still alive?
No.
God damn,
Thanks
that's
a lot.
2 out of 3. He's dead too?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I like it.
Well, this Father's Day, your father's dead. But you have children. You are a father.
Yes, and I'm not dead.
Oh, this is about your aunt.
My aunt?
Is she fucking dead?
Yes.
You don't have a living aunt?
Maybe.
My father was brutally murdered last week, and it's only now I can look back and laugh. these people would fucking answer. They go like, I'm so sorry, like, it's closure takes a while. Man. So I had to go, no, it was a joke. That's cool.
How does anyone read that and not, especially from you, and not think it's a goddamn joke?
I wanted to talk about the crocodile hunter. Did you? Because I think
you're gonna make him sad.
Because I think it was tragic at the time, but I think I don't know. People calling me, man, they're shocked. Oh, hey, you wouldn't believe it. Who got killed? The crocodile hunter.
Please don't make me laugh at this.
They were like, he was 44 years old. I'm like, that's a ripe old age for a crocodile hunter.
That's not.
And you know who had to be pissed about it were the crocodiles, because he got killed by some fruity fish. And so you know the crocodiles were like, hey man, that crocodile hunter got killed. Who did it, Frank? Nah, you don't even want to know, man.
Please don't do this anymore.
No, Bill, man, you had a chance once. The guy go, man, I had a chance. I had that mother. He was Tommy with a stick. I could have eaten him and his kid.
I don't feel good about this.
You remember I ever tell you that story, Bill? Yeah, only 1,000 times.
I'm so lazy that I feel like guilty sometimes that other people, have, like, put it to me this way, man. If I got, like, in an accident and was paralyzed from the neck down, it wouldn't really affect my lifestyle. It's about the same, watching the TV, lying on the couch. That's why I feel so sad when some guy, like, that's active, like that Christopher Reeves guy, he's, like, active, man, and riding horses, and he's Superman, And, you don't get much more active than that. And so for that guy, it's a tragedy, For me, it's a tragedy that I don't get hit by a truck. But for him, it's a tragedy that he falls off a horse and he's all paralyzed from the neck down. And the worst thing about being paralyzed from the neck down is that your cock is down from your neck. That's the bad part about that. Because if they just told you, yeah, your calf is paralyzed. Yeah, all right, fair enough. If they said, hey, bad news, you're paralyzed from just below the cock down. You're like, oh man, that's too bad. I was going to use those toes and shit. That's like Christopher Reeves lying in his bed. They always got like little thing. Hey, Christopher, we're going to work on your, we do a thing now. You can move your neck up a little bit better. And he's got to be going, hey, listen, anything on the cock, man, anything at all. If you guys could focus the next couple of years just on the cock, exclusively on the cock, I can get used to sitting down, I feel sorry for that guy, man. Remember when he was a director for a while? Wasn't that odd? He was in that fucking thing, but he was a director? Isn't that crazy? I don't know what the hell that was. He was directing a movie, but from a crazy... How can you do that? I don't even know how you can do that. What if he was one of those real bastard directors, So you call that acting, you fucking motherfucker? What the fuck was that? Ridiculous. He's like, hey, I got something I want to do in the next scene there, Jimmy. How about we kill a fucking horse? Shoot a horse in the head. That might be a good scene.
Amy Winehouse, we lost a true heroin addict today.
What's the hardest drug that Norm Macdonald's done?
I guess love.
Where did you go?
I had to go powder my nose.
Oh, man. I've never seen a guest do that before.
I had to go.
You ran away during the commercial break.
I ran away, I freshened up, I powdered my nose.
Freshened up?
And then I took a piss in the sink.
All right. Why? Why do I ask? It's my fault.
You go to, you start doing comedy, and, you know, what is interesting to me is we hear about this.
Cocaine is not working. I'm from the time, let me tell you something, Jay. I'm from the time, I remember when pot was something you cooked your eggs in. Yes. I remember when hash was something you were made out of corned beef. Yeah. Exactly. I remember when acid was something you threw in a guy's face when he made a pass at your wife.
Exactly. Where are those days? Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I remember ecstasy when it was just the feeling you had when you threw that vile acid in the guy's face.
So wouldn't you love to ask Dole, like, when he was doing the commercial for what they now call erectile dysfunction?
Yeah.
And I mean, how do you feel when you sit down and do that kind of a commercial? I mean, it's got to be a little embarrassing, you know.
I don't feel that an old man should have erectile function. No, just thinking, you know, because they have that Viagra thing out.
Yeah.
And the other day, you know, Bob Dole came right out and said
he was one of the first.
Yeah. And, you know, you don't want to hear about Bob Dole's cock, you know? I mean, President Clinton's cock, Bob Dole's cock, what the hell? But mostly, an old man like that, an old man, you don't want him to have a super hard cock. You know what I mean?
Why?
Why? Because an old man, you want him to be, got a pipe going, a newspaper, the dog at his feet there.
Well, that, in some corners, is considered pipe.
Oh. But now they're going to have to create some goddamn pill that makes women aroused at the sight of a fucking 70-year-old dude with a super hard cock. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. This Viagra. It's insane. And you know what it's for? Impotent people. All right, it's for impotent guys. So get this. I read this. The pill can make your cock hard for 4 hours.
Right.
So now, who has the 4-hour hard cock? The impotent guy. The rest of us are fucked. Me and you got our regular cocks. Meanwhile, fucking Spade is, you know.
Curtis Spade.
Oh, man. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it coming.
Dude, I know you didn't. He brought it all around and then a vicious rib kick into his best friend's gut.
Once there's too much cock talk, I try to just zone out for a minute till it goes back the other way.
If there's too much cock talk, this guy has fevered nightmares all night. Dreams, I mean, like sweaty, fevered dreams from the cock talk that's been all over his head.
Why bury me twice? He's killing me.
No, he's a good man.
That erased it. All right.
No, he's a good man.
Who cares?
After all that, that's the whiteout he puts on.
Yeah, I know, it's awesome.
After he talks about you doing chin-ups on cock for 18 minutes, he goes, no, he's a good guy.
Just backstage, a lot of celebrities back there, man. I was talking to Jerry Jones, you know, the Cowboys owner, and he's disappointed, obviously. Yeah. Well, he's a good guy, though, man. He's talking about rebuilding the team, you know. And he told me, he says, we have to get back to what made us a championship team. Strippers and crack. And, of course, it was very inspiring to see President Clinton up here on crutches making a speech. I mean, I thought that was just amazing, you know. I mean, it's been difficult for the president. You know, he can't jog now, and he needs help getting around. And he's still, you know,
occasionally suffers great pain, you know. On the upside, you got your medical marijuana, so that's, you know. You must inhale, sir. It's the only way you're going to get better. It's...
I want to apologize for running out earlier. I don't know if anybody saw that. But, you know, these things happen in live TV, and it reminds me actually of a maxim that Christopher Plummer told me many years ago. He said, before a live awards ceremony, do not eat a fistful of LSD. Take that with you.
Is it really my fault? 'Cause you try to hit me with your pity till I can't trust, but I still push on. Got me changing my ways, trying to fix it. Poison my...
I assume anyone smiling is on meth. Veterinarians in Colorado have reported that marijuana use is on the rise amongst dogs. They say you'll know if your dog is too high if it starts making a really tall sandwich.
They like sweets better when they're high.
Yes, I don't know.
In England, a woman was arrested for throwing a birthday party for her 16-year-old son that included marijuana, alcohol, and strippers. Now she's got even bigger problems. What to do for his 17th birthday.
Whatever.
The street drug Special K has been found to be an excellent treatment for depression. This according to the New England Journal of Gary Busey.
You know, dogs and humans love to run because it apparently gives them a natural high similar to that of marijuana, according to the University of Arizona. Wow. After running what are called cannabinoids, the chemical found in marijuana that gives you a feeling of euphoria, are higher in humans and dogs, and this encourages them to run again. To 7-Eleven for a Slurpee. A Papa John's delivery man has been arrested for allegedly selling more than $40,000 in cocaine hidden in pizza boxes.
Jesus.
To undercover police officers. This raises an important question. Where's all that pizza that was supposed to go in those boxes? Can I have them to eat? I'm a big fat guy.
A Florida University student was caught streaking on campus and apparently told police he was on acid and asked them to cut his dick off. Boy, these kids today are crazy. In my day, we didn't need drugs. We would just cut our own dicks off.
Yeah, you didn't need no fucking acid and shit. When did you gain the weight?
Well, I fluctuated a lot throughout my life. But
how did you gain it?
Eating and not exercising.
Would that be your natural weight, or do you have to fight that all the time?
Well, yeah, I think I have to fight it to a degree. Yeah.
And how did you lose the weight?
Cocaine.
Cocaine?
Cocaine. Mostly, yeah, cocaine and other drugs, and very, very serious depression.
That helps me a lot, Dr. Oz.
Is that what I think it is?
I don't know. Do you think it's cocaine?
Yep.
Well, you're partly right. It's cocaine, and it's also a lot of baby laxative. So you might... A
couple minutes.
Yeah.
I'll be
careful, because it burns like hell when the...
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well,